I'm Wesley Patridge. I'm from Alton, Illinois. So I have a little prep dance. Whenever I get to make a prep, I do this, and I make a prep. No, please, no video for card, please. This is my second year here. Major is music education.
Hello, I'm Easton Dial, and I'm from Topeka, Kansas.
You're in the vlog.
This is my second year at FC, and I am majoring in finance with a minor in business.
I am Haley Royals. I'm from Georgia. Fun. Been here for one school year, and I'll be here this semester as well. I'm just here for my associate's degree.
Deb Day in Athens, Georgia.
Caleb Demon, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Jacob McIlvain, Atlanta, Georgia.
$1. Look, listen. Are you gonna eat the whole container? Look, it's $1. They're clip farming.
Uno.
I'm a freshman.
So that means one.
Marketing.
Business, and I'm possibly going to switch to psychology.
I'm in kinesiology, but I'm totally changing to finance and business.
Hi, I'm Ella White. I'm from Huntsville, Alabama.
Good morning, vlog. We're in chapel.
Vanilla spice latte.
We have not been here for 10 minutes.
I've been here, this is now my third year. My major is nursing, and my dream is to work as a pediatric oncology nurse at St. Jude's.
I'm Erica Powell, and I'm from Kansas City, Missouri.
I made bread today, and it was good bread.
Well, if you say so. And this is my junior year at FC. I'm studying kinesiology with a focus in occupational therapy.
Hi, I'm Matthew Merrow. I am from Valrico, Florida.
Go that way, go that way, go that way, go that way, go that way.
How for our Canadians? Oh, Canada! I don't want to spoil it. This is my fourth and final year at Florida College. I'm an organizational communication major, and I'm thinking about going into digital marketing or being a marketing manager of some kind.
Hi, I'm Kate Pratt, and I'm from Springboro, Ohio. Hi. I'm a sophomore at Florida College. I am majoring in the liberal arts program with a component of marketing, communications, and business studies.
Hi, I'm Hannah Matchniff. I'm from Susanville, California.
I'm Lydia Kingsley. I'm from Florence, Alabama.
I'm Ada Mast. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
I've been here for about 3 months. I'm a freshman and I'm an elementary ed major.
This is my first year, and I'm also an elementary ed major.
This is also my first year, and I'm currently a business major.
Hey, I'm Ben Christian. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I've been at FC for 3 years now. My major is mechanical engineering.
Hi, I'm Lily Hamlet. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. This is my third year. My major is mass media and communications.
So I want to go to a bigger school where I can be involved in more digital marketing, sports marketing, working more internships and programs.
I'll be going back home to Georgia. I'll get my certificate in graphic design, and then probably get married in the summer, and then come back here.
I plan to transfer to USF to get my master's.
The reason I came to FC was so that I could have a good transition from living with my parents to living on my own in a Christian environment.
It just felt like home, like it just felt like where I wanted to be.
It really feels like a family, and I love being able to walk around campus into classes and knowing everyone that I'm walking by and being able to say hi to them, and like I know who they are and they know who I am.
I had good friends here. I liked the teachers. I liked the atmosphere. I liked the environment.
I really like the environment here, and also knowing that I have professors and just a bunch of people around me to care about me.
The support system that I have with just friends and also with my teachers.
The biggest factor would be there's a lot of kids at bigger universities, and at a smaller university like this or a smaller college, I've seen that especially in the engineering program. I can text my professor whenever I want. I've stayed at his house before. He's taken me to lunch. I have a really personal relationship with my professor.
I'm involved in a lot of different music extracurriculars. I'm part of the NAFNI Club here, and I'm also in jazz band and one ensemble.
My sophomore year, I was the Sobers treasurer, And then my junior year, so last year, I was the Arte president.
I'm involved in cross country and I have been for all 3 years. And I'm also the vice president of art club this year and I was the historian last year.
And advisor on Zeta Phi Epsilon.
I made the cheer team.
I am a part of Footlighters.
I'm on the cross country team.
I am on the cross country team, and I am the MAD for Zeta.
That definitely takes up a lot of my time. It's pretty overwhelming.
Freshman year, a lot of my friends came from the cross country team. Like, we travel a lot, so a lot of my time every day is spent doing like training, and then that leads up to our races where we get to go on fun trips together and stuff.
I would say it's a big time commitment. Other than that, it's a great experience.
I would say both very positively.
It's impacted my time at FC by really making me more involved, and it's really been encouraging working with a group.
It's been great. I love being an officer on Zeta. It has helped me connect with a lot of people that I wouldn't know in any other circumstance, so it's been great and I love it.
I've met new people, I've gotten to know more people, but also especially for jazz band, because that's a later class. It's at 5 o'clock. It's at an awkward time. I miss out on a lot of different society things and also hanging out with my friends as well, but it's still a good time.
Being with the cohort is it's really small and there's just 11 of us and we've already become so close, but I feel like at a bigger college you would have, maybe 100 people in your cohort, or a lot of people who are like maybe half of them are online or something, and you just wouldn't have that same like close-knit group, which has been really special about being here.
I work at aftercare at the Florida College Academy.
I work right here in Chatlos Library.
I work at the library.
I work as a student ambassador for the Office of Admissions.
I work at the coffee house here.
Has put me in a position to, work with and interact with people from FC who but wouldn't like normally hang out with or like be around or run in the same circle. So that's been nice.
Like just meeting different people. I'm very much an extrovert, so people will come up and maybe people that I wouldn't necessarily bump into. It's also helped me connect with like the librarians and kind of get their ideas on things. They're very wise.
It's great. It's, in my opinion, the best job on campus because I just get to hang out and do my work and stuff, and then also like if I don't have any work to do, I just get to chill and people can walk up to the desk and just hang out, and it's great. And the librarians are so sweet.
I've been able to get close to so many people and get to know so many people before they were even here.
Really got me to see different groups of people.
I wouldn't say so. I only work 2 days a week and I only work from 3:15 to 6. And so I feel like those are hours where either people are still in classes, there's not a lot happening between those times. It's been smooth sailing.
Academically, absolutely, positively has impacted it. The library is a very chill job. You don't, you're doing work, there's things you have to do, but in the downtime, you're able to do homework in social environments. I definitely miss out on some things.
It's not, because when I'm at the desk, I can be social if I want to be, or I can work on schoolwork.
Overall, it's been pretty easy to balance this job and school.
It has, because it takes up a lot of time. There's times where I have to work, but in that time I want to hang out with my friends, I want to hang out with my girlfriend, or I want to get these assignments done or study for a test, but I can't because I have to work, or I want to catch up on sleep, and I can't.
Sometimes my academics definitely do take up a lot of my time. I don't think I'm as social as I used to be.
I feel like it's been slightly difficult just because every single day at FC there seems to be something to do. I don't have a lot of homework workload, but at the same time there's always a decision: do I want to actually kind of have focus on me time and maybe a smaller group of friends, or do I want to go to a larger social event?
The academics here are so much easier than they were in high school, so I was surprised by that, but then every single bit of free time was taken up by running and doing society things.
Freshman year promo is real. I would constantly put off my homework in order to go hang out with my friends or do an event, or I always felt like I had to be out up right until curfew. And so I think that's something that was very hard, especially freshman year, to learn how to balance that. I think I'm better at it this year.
Absolutely. I try to be a very scheduled person, but with events at FC like popping up kind of randomly, and like also social events like with different like activities, like with cross country things like kind of coming up, or like friend groups doing different things, like choosing where I want to be and at what times can be kind of stressful.
It's where you want to do your work, you want to do assignments, but at the same time you want to go hang out with your friends, you want to go do this activity on campus, but also you still have academics and you got to keep good grades so you can graduate. And it gets hard because they'll all line up together and then you have to decide which one you want to do.
Everybody knows something about everybody else.
Everyone knows kind of like everything about everyone.
Everyone knows your business. Everyone knows who you are.
It's a small school, so like familiar faces, and so I think it's comforting. But also, since it is so small and everybody knows everybody, then like word gets around, and so like everybody kind of sort of knows everybody's business.
Like a super small, close, united campus, so everyone knows everyone and everyone kind of wants to be involved in each other's lives. Just an adjustment, but there's definitely benefits to it.
It's very like tight-knit and very close.
To me, it feels like I'm back in high school.
Here, I think we have like 592 students. I literally cannot go from my room to the library without bumping into at least one person I know. At a big school, you maybe get your group of friends, or you have maybe your degree, the people in your degree that are always in your class, you have them. But like, I'm friends with nursing majors. I'm friends with people who are in the engineering program, the business program. You go from different areas and know different people. And with the small school, it's pretty easy to do that. I really like it, honestly.
You go through the library with your headphones on, or like go to class with your headphones on, like people are going to talk to you and you're going to end up taking them off.
I think the main one is just like everyone wants to feel like they're being super outgoing and known by everyone.
Definitely a lot of pressure to attend things and make your presence known at the college so that you'll have like a good reputation, because everybody else knows everybody else's reputations.
Yes, I will say there's times where you get caught up and it's super busy, and there's this feeling of like fear of missing out and wanting to go to every little thing. So definitely takes a toll.
The pressure to just like fit in is very prevalent. Kind of feels like high school in that way.
You'll see different groups and you want to be able to fit in.
To me at least, just because I'm kind of doing my own thing, I already have a plan set out and I'm just here to get things done.
For me, I've been here 4 years. It's not that deep. I think a lot of the social pressures that we're tied to are just pressures we put on ourselves.
I'm like, oh, I gotta get like the whole experience, and like I gotta do everything and show up to everything, because like that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I definitely feel a lot of pressure to say yes to everything.
It goes back to the fear of missing out.
I would say there is a pressure to be constantly social because you feel like you're always missing out. If people are going out and doing stuff and you could study, but instead you just don't want to miss out. So there obviously is the fear of missing out. But I feel like overall, there's not a massive pressure. You just got to get your priorities straight.
You have to find that balance of what is it that you prioritize and pick those things.
But I would almost like phrase it as like a good type of pressure, where it's like we want you to be here because we like you.
Everybody's mindset is I need to like reach out and meet as many people as possible and stuff.
If you had asked me this 2 years ago, I would have said yes. But I think being here now, I'm realizing that like it's good to save your energy and like your time for the things that really matter to you.
I think every year I've been here, the pressure has gone away slightly.
I used to. Like first year, I tried to go to everything. Most of the time, I've got my own thing going. I got something better I need to be doing.
No, I don't. Like, I choose what I go to. Social things shouldn't be something that you have to go to that are draining. A social event should be something that you want to go to. It should be fun to go to. Definitely senior. I'm like, I just kind of go to what I want to go to. Don't put any extra pressures on myself.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Just go into your room.
Lock the door.
Usually, like at home, my room would be my quiet space where I can just go to be by myself. But here, constantly have people like coming in.
I think it can be pretty hard, just because if you leave early to just, spend some time and focus on yourself, you feel like you're going to be missing out on some experiences.
It is for sure, because there's just so much going on, and even when you have time to do alone time, you either you want to spend it doing work or other things, or there's already someone in your room, so it's not really alone time.
It's fun, but it is hard to find alone time.
I definitely think it is, just because there's so many people, like, everywhere you go. Like, you could go to your room, but even then, like, you have roommates and you have people who, like, want to be in there and stuff like that. It's just hard to find your spot on campus where nobody else is, since it's so small.
It's hard to find extended periods of alone time.
For me, it's really not been that hard to find alone time. If I want alone time, I can just go to my room or drive somewhere to do a little study. So, for me personally, I would not say it's been that hard for me to find alone time.
It's hard sometimes, like especially when you're in the thick of it, you've got a lot of studying to do, and you just want to be with your friends, and you know there's always something going on, something to do. But I think also, like, as a junior, it's been a little bit easier.
It is if you let FC make your schedule, because if you do, then you're never going to have alone time. And then sometimes it's hard to find alone time because you're so used to being busy. So like when you do have some free empty space, you're like, oh, I want to like hop on that and like do something then, because there's always opportunities to go out and do things.
Everyone knows who everyone hangs out with, who's dating who broke up with who, so you just know so much about everyone that you kind of form an opinion about most people without actually getting to know them.
Everybody knows everything, so it's not like you can really escape from it.
Definitely hear a lot of things about other people just because everyone knows everything.
Really, yes. It feels like everywhere you go, there's always someone who one of your friends has beef with or you have beef with, and no matter, even if they aren't a person you particularly conflict with, there's always like one friend that has like something, and it just feels like everywhere you go, it's hard to avoid drama.
Yes, it is. There's always drama. There's always social conflicts. And at a 550-person college, that's just unavoidable.
On a small campus, secrets don't stay secrets for long. All it takes is one person to be like, oh, did you hear about this? It's impossible not to hear about it. But I think depending on how you interact with people and who you are, you can avoid drama in that kind of environment at school, despite it happening around you.
Yes, I think it can be, because you get really wrapped up in other people's lives. Someone wrongs someone else, then it impacts you, even though it shouldn't, because everyone's so close here.
The drama and conflict, it's harder to avoid because you're constantly surrounded by the same group of people, but also at the same time, if you're not involved in those things, then it's easy to stay out of them.
Yeah, it's hard to avoid social conflict, but I think it's all about how you handle it.
Hi, I'm Reagan McCourt. I am from Indiana.
Immediately after chapel, here I am zooming to the store to get LaCroix.
Describe the scene. We're at Reagan's apartment.
I was a student at FC for 2 years, and then I transferred to USF, and now I am majoring in chemical engineering. I transferred for purely academic reasons. FC did not offer my degree, and so I transferred to USF because they did. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I feel like at a small college, there was a lot more points of connection, and so it was easier to connect with different groups of people. Whereas I feel like at a university with like 40,000 people, most of the people that I see like day to day, I won't ever see again. It's changed quite a bit. I think at FC there was almost like an expectation that you were involved with a lot of the social aspects, and then also like a lot of friend groups crossed over with the social aspects of FC, whereas at USF they are definitely two separate things, and most of the social things that I would be interested in participating in are more academic oriented, and so there definitely has been a shift in, I think, priority when it comes to different social aspects. No, not at all. No, not at all. There are so many events that even if I wanted to, I mean, I literally couldn't. Well, in some senses, yeah, it's really hard to find alone time because, like, physically at USF, I'm almost alone. Like, there's nowhere I can find alone time. But I will say from, like, I don't know, like a mental perspective, it can be
really isolating when you're in huge crowds and yet you don't know who anybody is and nobody really knows who you are. Yeah, I think absolutely. I think at FC a lot, like social and academics are completely intertwined. I'm in class with the same people that I go to church with and the same people that I hang out with after class with. And at USF it's very much split, where it's like most of my day is purely academic, and then at night is really when I have more socialization. And so I think there's much more of a dividing line than there was at FC. Yeah, I mean, I definitely miss the familiar faces. You know, it's funny, but like coffee tastes a lot better when it's handed to you by somebody who you see and you know every day, you know what I mean, than by complete strangers. And so I definitely do miss kind of that knowing the people around you, but also being known, I think is super impactful. Overall, I would say that it's a lot easier to be kind of focused academically when you don't have, you know, a lot of distractions, even though they are good distractions, but a lot of distractions around you, like I felt like I did have at a small college. However, from a social perspective, there are a whole lot of things that I really miss from being at a small college. I definitely think that I would want to take the homey aspect of a small college to the big university. I feel like there is like such a close connection and such just a homey feel about a small campus and knowing everybody. And I wish that that was present at the big university instead of feeling like I just exist on this little chunky campus and then everywhere else is kind of unknown.
It's much better to just focus on loving everybody instead of like if they love you or if they like want to be around you, and just focused on like making people feel like loved and seen. And in doing that, like the right people will be in your corner.
To realize that just because someone says they're okay doesn't mean they're okay.
Things get around so fast.
Just learning how to balance my sleep schedule, my work schedule, and my social schedule.
You have a work schedule?
The hardest lesson I've learned is that some people here care more about being popular, and they treat others in a different way than they normally would. I think that's really damaging, because that stuff doesn't happen much as a big school, because at a small school everyone knows each other, everyone knows who's popular and who's not popular, so it's just a constant climbing of a ladder trying to get to the top.
Learning to rely on other people.
Saying no more.
Time management.
You can't make everybody happy.
Just expect the unexpected.
I think if you come into FC thinking that you're going to make all of these friends and setting high expectations for yourself and making like perfect grades in all of your classes and everything, you can let yourself down, because there's a ton going on here and you can't expect yourself to be perfect and make all of these friends and get into a perfect relationship. And just putting all the social pressure on yourself is what makes it really hard, because FC might seem like it has a lot of social pressure, but really it's the pressure that you're putting on yourself.
Being blessed with the friendships that I have and like watching them deepen throughout the years has been really special, and I think that that's been the highlight of my FC experience.
I like the feeling of just knowing everybody and kind of just being known by everybody. It's like super comforting knowing you have a lot of people to rely on. So that's definitely been the best part of like the small college experience.
The highlight for me, and even I know we were saying how this was a problem before, but because of the small environment, you get to meet a lot of people. You get to meet a lot of different people from different backgrounds. And if you're at a bigger university, it's more spread out.
Knowing that you have people surrounding you constantly who have your best interests at heart. And that's not just your friends or your peers or your classmates. It's literally like your professors too.
I definitely think that the culture here is something that I would deem as a highlight, just because it is so small. I mean, we're all like kind of like one big family, which sounds really cringy, but it's the truth.